Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When the town site of Manitowoc was stripped of its virgin timber and was a stubble field of stumps, in the year 1847, a German immigrant named William Rahr and his wife Natalie came to this town. Over 114 years, Rahr's has been a respected name in the industrial as well as the social life of our community. And with the announcement by the company on Wednesday of the sale of the huge malting property in Manitowoc to the Anheuser-Busch interests of St. Louis, the news had the shocking impact of being doused with a bucket of cold water, for it just seemed impossible to erase the name of Rahr from the industrial scene. The generosity, the public and civic spiritedness of the family over this long span of time has been so deeply impressed in our community that I don't think Manitowoc can ever forget the house that William Rahr and his children built. From the city of Wetzel in the Kingdom of Westphalia, William Rahr, at the age of 34, came to Manitowoc. He was in the vanguard of the German immigration of that period, and it was only natural for a person of his training and skill to build a brewery in the Wisconsin wilderness. The many German families settling the region wanted and demanded a better quality beer than the kitchen brew then available to them. To the old German expression, beer is liquid bread, William Rahr added, barley is the body of malt. Soon after establishing his brewery, a malt house was added, and when the capacity of his malt house exceeded his own demands, the surplus was sold to other brewers who could appreciate a superior product. Even in those days, Rahr's Manitowoc-made malt was shipped to St. Louis, where it became the base of one of the nation's great breweries, Anheuser-Busch. And this continuing connection, dating back over 100 years, was culminated this week when the giant St. Louis Anheuser-Busch purchased the Fountainhead, the original malting operation of Rahr's in Manitowoc. In one breath, we welcome Anheuser-Busch to Manitowoc. We wish them every success, and we admire the sagacity in acquiring the best of its kind as a source of supply. In the other breath, we must frankly say we are sorry to see the passing of the name of Rahr from our industrial scene. Briefly, let me sketch a word picture of this pioneer Manitowoc industry. At the age of 34, William Rahr arrived in Manitowoc, where he built his brewery and malt house. He had 3 sons, William, Maximilian, and Reinhard, and 4 daughters. The original William Rahr died at the age of 67 as a result of falling while making an inspection of the plant. His sons carried on the business. William Rahr Jr. withdrew from the company to organize his own malting company that was later sold to the Kurth interest and is now known as the Wisconsin Malting Company. Guido Rahr, the son of Reinhard, took over the top management slot in 1926, and it was during his regime that the Rahr Malting Company has seen its greatest expansion. The old wooden metal covered malt houses and storage elevators in Manitowoc were torn down to be replaced with modern fireproof buildings. In 1936, the original Shakopee plant was built and added to the Manitowoc operation. In 1944, Rahr's acquired the Great Western Malting Company on the West Coast. As a result of all this building and acquisition, Rahr Malting of Manitowoc became the largest producer of malt in this country and was recognized as a world leader in the malting industry. The one refreshing detail in the story released by the company this week was the fact that Guido Rahr and his wife expect to continue their residence in the city of Manitowoc. Years ago, when my interest in photography was greater, I made some interesting pictures of the local Rahr elevators and plants. I entitled the exhibition prints The Ramparts of Rahrs. To me, they had always been part of Manitowoc, and it's hard to see the name of Rahrs erased. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this time. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Good evening.